This is the National Broadcasting Company. Live promoting their latest film, Road to Morocco, it's Bob and Bing, starring in their latest film, And It's Off to Gilbert. Joining the guys on today's program are Red Skelton, Jack Benny, and Jimmy Durante, and yours truly, Chuck Carson. Time now to meet our stars. The pair has been to Zanzibar. Our duo has been to Bali. The twosome has been to Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, two of the biggest has-beens in show business, Bob Hope and Bing Crosby.
I just got back from Cleveland, and while I was there, I stopped into the Palace Theater where you and I first met.
Where we first met?
Yeah, that's right. Remember, I was just a kid in knee pants, and you were about the same age as you are now. We're off on the road to Morocco. We stopped off in Gilbert on the way. Tell the gang so they won't hang around. Like Webster's Dictionary, we're Morocco bound.
Next up, a visit with America's favorite cheapskate. But first, how about a Pepsi?
Pepsi Cola gets the spot. 12 full ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you.
We take her now to Union Station, Los Angeles.
Train now leaving on track 9 for Anaheim, Azusa, and Cucamonga.
And my two favorite sponsors. So Jell-O, everybody. And by the way, Chuck, before I start entertaining the folks, were there any messages for me?
Yeah, Rochester called and said you had two messages.
Two messages?
Yeah, one from your dentist and one from your barber.
Well, what did they say?
Oh, the same message from both. You can pick them up tomorrow. The one, the only, Glenn, Canoodle Hopper.
Well, here I am. Now I'm here, I just got to figure out where the heck am I? I was standing out in front and a Gilbert policeman drove up and he said, "Hey buddy, get lost." I said, "Don't get smart with me, I am lost." He says, "No, I mean to shake a leg." And I said, "Well, I do, but my socks keep falling down." Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I've been having a good time, you know. The other day I walked into I was going to the library and I found a big cigar laying in the gutter. So I picked up a cigar and I playing like I'm a big shot, you know. And then I find a bunch of matches. So I picked up the matches and I lighted the cigar and I walked into the library smoking the cigar. And I'm only 7, you know. And the librarian walked over and she said, "Good heavens, Junior, do you want to get me into trouble?" I said, "I don't care what time you get off work."
You know, Bing, one of my favorite songs is from your most recent movie called High Society, when you sang it to the beautiful Grace Kelly out there in the sailboat. So let's dedicate this one to all the beautiful ladies in our studio and radio audience.
While I give to you and you give to me true love.
Hold it now, here we are.
Ha-cha-cha, Bing. I want to show these folks my high note. Ah! You know where I got that note? I got that note from Bing Crosby.
And boy, was I glad to get rid of it.
Now, why don't you take the Mutual Admiration Society meeting to the cafeteria while I sell something? Rexall is the name of a complete line of top-quality drug products. Yes, Rexall is the name of a complete line of fine drug products sold exclusively in your Rexall drugstore. So remember, good health to all from Rexall. Time now for one of the stars of the Rexall drug program, the nose with a man wrapped around it, Jimmy Durante.
I was over with George Burns and Gracie Allen the other night. We were sitting at an outdoor restaurant. All of a sudden, a truckload of sod went by, and Gracie said to George, "George," she says, "when we get really rich, that's what I want to do." He says, "That's what you want to do? What do you mean?" She says, "I want to send our lawn out to be mowed." You know, folks, the other day in the New York Times, they said Jimmy Durante plays the craziest piano we've ever heard. In fact, they said Jimmy Durante's the craziest piano player we've ever met. You gotta start off each day with the song.
Now here again, the stars of The Road to Gilbert, Leslie Towns Hope and Harry Lewis Crosby, or as we know them, Bob and Big.
And may all your Christmases be mine.
Well, it's that time on the wall, the old clock saying, how about the two of you take us on home? Start with the bingo.
Okay, Bing, go ahead. Age before beauty.
Thanks for the memory of all those Green Road shows. Remember Bob Hope's note from Singapore, the ballad it traveled when he wrote.
Gee, that melody sounds familiar. I think I've heard it before. Not bad for an old fellow. Let me show you how it's really done. This is from the movie The Big Broadcast of 1938, where I sang this song to the lovely Miss Shirley Rossi, and this is how I acquired my theme song. Yes, thanks for the memory, for rainy afternoons and swinging Harlem tunes, motor trips and burning lips, burning toast and prunes. How lovely it was. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. God bless our troops and God bless America. Thank you.
You've been listening to Bob Bing on The Road to Gilbert. Our special thanks to Red Stilton, Jack Daniels, Jimmy Durante. This